Hey guys, we're going to play COVID today. What is playing COVID today? Well, you see all that snow on the screen right now? That is your mask. And I'm COVID. Sometimes you can hear me. Huh. Achoo! Oh, I got the stomach flu. Achoo! Oh, my allergies are bothering me. I got a little bit of a headache. Sometimes all you do is feel COVID. That's that headache. My stomach feels awful. I gotta run to the bathroom. And sometimes it's silent. And you don't even know it's there. So, being that I'm COVID, where am I? Am I in front of the camera? Am I beside the camera? Am I behind camera? You don't know. You don't know how close I am. You don't know how far I am. And you'd never know unless you had a microscope. But I just might be a little closer than you think. You don't know. So, wearing your mask protects you from me. Taking your mask off doesn't. And you see that empty chair over there? That empty chair represents every one of your relatives that can be exposed to COVID because you refuse to wear your mask. That could be your wife, your husband, your daughter, your son, your mother, your grandmother, your best friend. It could be anybody. It could be your coworker. You don't know. Because I'm COVID and you don't know where I'm at. And you're not wearing your mask. So I could be right here and you wouldn't know it. So my request to you is please wear your mask. Please protect your loved ones. Please guard your children. Please help your grandmother have another Christmas, another Thanksgiving. Please help your children and your wife to be there next year. It's going to take a little while for this vaccine to be handed out. And if you're out there and you don't believe COVID is real, please go volunteer at the busiest hospital you can think of. Be a janitor. Be somebody that stocks the nurses and doctors' shelf. Do something. Free up the space for those nurses and doctors to do what they need to do instead of having to do extra jobs because there's not enough people to do them. And see for yourself. If you're so afraid to go to a hospital and see for yourself what's going on and to volunteer, then really you don't think that COVID doesn't exist. Because you're still afraid enough that you won't go into a hospital that is busy with COVID. Now, my best friend, one of my friends, I should say, works at a nursing home. And another one works at a different nursing home. The other friend that works at a different nursing home, they test every week. Every week, their workers in that nursing home are tested for COVID. And because that friend was tested like that, I thought my other friend was too. Come to find out she wasn't. There was one nurse who got COVID, and then Carla got it. Now, we don't know if she got it because her boyfriend at the time got it too. And we don't know if they got it because the boyfriend doesn't like wearing masks and often goes out in public without a mask and often goes to a bar without a mask. And she sometimes went to that bar and would not wear a mask. She'd wear a mask in a grocery store and everywhere else. And at work, she had to wear a mask. And then she ended up with COVID. And sadly, many of the people in the nursing home she worked in ended up with COVID. And several of them died. Now you had to go for Thanksgiving. And just like with Halloween, just like with the rallies that people were jam packed into, there will be consequences for that. But if you escape those consequences this time around, are you going to press your luck come Christmas? What family member are you willing to not have at your holiday table because you just had to do it this year? You couldn't wait until the vaccine come out next year. You just had to do it. Next bunch of spike that comes through, I'll put it to you plain and simple. It's on you. And contact tracing is not an invasion into your personal life. It is a tracking of a dangerous, murderous criminal named COVID. So wear your mask. Wear it properly. Don't pull it down to talk. Don't let it go under your nose. And don't put it on your chin. If anybody who does not live with you in your home is anywhere with, if they do not have a mask on, if they're even as close as 10 feet to you, you stay away from them and make sure that mask is on you. If they've got that mask on, you make sure they don't get any closer than 6 feet. I've had COVID. I know it's real. I got lucky. I had light symptoms. My son had COVID. His girlfriend had COVID. My oldest. He got lucky. For some reason, his symptoms mirrored exactly to mine. Why, we don't know. Could it be because of the genetics? Does that guarantee my younger son, who has severe medical conditions, if he got it, he would be that lucky? Or could it be that maybe because he more resembles his father, he might have worse conditions? We don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know why some people die from it and why some people never show symptoms. We've got ideas, but we don't know. So, ask yourself today, was this Thanksgiving where you had to go to your families worth it if one of your family members die from COVID? Are you going to be any smarter if you keep on refusing there's COVID even though a ventilator is being shoved down your throat? Let's hope you survive that. Because if you don't, all you'll ever be is a dead idiot. So come on, people. Let's do what we can. Let's be true patriots. Let's be true Americans. And let's pull together like we have throughout history and start wearing our masks to protect each other. Do whatever it takes. We didn't survive in this land by giving up and by whining about how hard things are. We survived in this land by our grit. Our ancestors came here and survived by their grit. The very first people that came here from Europe didn't come with slaves. They had to fight their own way through it. Now it's time for us to be the settlers. We need to fight our way through. You can either decide to be stupid or you can decide to be smart. Let's be smart. And let's do what's needed to protect ourselves, to protect our families, to protect our co-workers, and to protect our community. Let's wear our mask. Because even though you can't see the zombies are out there. And its name is COVID. And I'm sorry, you guys out there who keep on saying there is no COVID. The only thing I could picture is the fact that if there was a zombie apocalypse and I told you to run, there's a zombie, you would stand there and insist there isn't a zombie while the damn thing chomped into your head and ate your brain. Because that's how clueless you are. But that's my rant. So let's play COVID. Do you know where it's at?